There's a discussion about police brutality, and those in the know understand that police brutality cannot be tolerated at all. However, police are more likely to be attacked than to attack for no reason. Police are in a very, very dangerous job, and because they're in a very, very dangerous job, certain times they might react to the danger, but on a percentage basis, there is very little evidence that police bait or police look to abuse people of color, people of minority status. In fact, if you're white and a criminal, you're more likely to be attacked than if you're black or if you're other minorities and you're arrested by a white cop. It just happens to be the reality of the situation. That being said, there are cases of police excess. There are cases of police brutality, and we're not minimizing that. However, I want to address this particular point. The reason why police brutality is exaggerated and trumped up, and I use, pardon the pun, and people go ahead and use that as examples to march on, which basically is bald-faced lies and stuff that belongs 50, 60 years ago, but doesn't exist today. For the most part, for the vast majority of police people, still, the fact is that there are some cases of police brutality, especially the images of a white policeman beating up or shooting a black man, especially if the black man doesn't have a weapon and is attacked. They think that he has a weapon and they attack him. He's either wounded or killed. And that creates a tremendous amount of reactions in the community, and you have violence and you have other people, businesses destroyed and people being killed as a result of that. So that indicates a problem whose solution is not the dissolution of the police. Remove the police from the neighborhoods and you have unsafe neighborhoods. When in Baltimore they were told to back off, and because of the backlash with the death of a petty drug dealer who was arrested and died of being transported to jail, this caused an increase, a marked increase, several factors, several levels of greater crime, greater violence in the city of Baltimore. The problem that exists is not a problem of police violence. The problem that exists is because many policemen, I can't say most policemen, but many policemen in black areas are white, and the people they arrest are black. And that leads to stereotypes and leads to images that people are, find negative, and that causes and stirs up old angers and gets people to riot. So what's the answer? The answer is found in this week's Torah portion. It says, Shoftim v'shotim titin lecha v'chol sharecha lishvotecha. You shall establish judges and policemen in all your gates and all your cities to your tribes. Torah adds the words to your tribes. And Rashi explains, the rabbis explain, that you should have judges from the tribes of the people that they're dealing with. In other words, if it's from the tribe, the people are from Judah, don't put judges from the tribes of Joseph, put judges from the tribe of Judah, as well as policemen from the Judeans to deal with the Judeans. If you have a city which is divided between Judeans and Benjaminites, so you will have judges and policemen from both Judea and Benjamin. the principle being is that people trust their own to mete out justice. It's a fact of life. And therefore, the way in which we should deal with this perception of racism is to have black police patrolling black areas, white police patrolling white areas. And where there's a mixed community, have mixed policemen patrolling the areas. But when you have a predominantly black area known for its crime, where the people are poor, very sensitive to the images of the KKK and, the white supremacists, then in those areas, by all means, you should only have black policemen. I know it sounds racist, but the fact is, the only way to combat the perception of racism is by having judges and policemen of the same race of the people that are being tried and accused of crimes. And this is what the Torah actually tells us to do, because people naturally will blame others for their problems. And if I'm a black guy and I've been arrested by a white guy, by a white policeman, I'll just call him a cracker. And I will just accuse him of racism. And that's just convenient. It makes you feel better. But if the one arresting you is a brother, the one judging you is a brother, then you have less of an excuse and you're less angry. And I think that this is very, very important for peace in the community. We have to make an effort to have more black policemen, especially in black neighborhoods. That doesn't mean black policemen can't be in a white neighborhood, and vice versa. But for the most part, there should be black policemen in black neighborhoods, white policemen in white neighborhoods, and in mixed neighborhoods you can have anybody. And if it's a place where people are a little bit enlightened, then we shouldn't care about the color of the policeman. We should respect the badge and the principles upon which this nation has been established. One nation under God, with liberty and justice for all.